Hello my friends, welcome to today's video. I'm going to show you a good hero lineup you can use for your account that will help you and benefit you, and heroes that you should avoid, that you should not level up or rank. Currently the mirror shop is going on right now, so if you haven't already, the one thing I recommend you should get in that, of course, it's the ancient glyph boxes right over here. I got them, so let's go ahead and use them up. You should also get it because it's really it's worth it, honestly. Let's try up 5. Let's see if we can get anything good. Below the belt, really nice. Heroic finest, good, and then repulsion is also good as well. Use the last 5. Recruit of elite. Yeah, okay. It's hoping for something nice. Alright, it's all good. Alright, let's talk about the heroes you should not focus on right off the bat, because I'm seeing a lot of people focus on these heroes. So do not focus on Savage Chief, Dark Rider, Demon Slayer, Skull Mage, Glory, Air Elite, Blitz Bomber, Hydra, Blockhead, Pounder. You can focus on Pan, since Pan is good for a Coliseum. Don't focus on Abyss. Don't go with Chiron. Yes for Rini, no for Arctic Lord. Carol, no. Sapphrix, no. Great Sage, yes. Landslide, it's a 50-50. He's good as a tank, but later on he's not really that good, so you don't have to work on him. Ambrosia, yes. Djinn, no. Enchantress requires a lot of work, so I do recommend you should watch out on that if you're going to go with her. Berserker, great for aid, not good for your main lineup. Wonton, great, but not that great, so I wouldn't recommend Wonton either. Arcane Caster requires a lot, so not good for new players. Toxic, yes. Bullhead, no. Wrath, no. Wolf is an amazing tank, so yes, I do recommend Wolf, or you can go with Pansylthia for your tank. Ironclad, great divine, but again, requires a lot, so I wouldn't recommend Ironclad. Storm is a must-have, so get Storm if you don't have Storm. Ravager, great for aid, not recommended for your lineup. Pansylthia, of course. Mistress, no, requires too much. Title requires too much. Xiphon requires too much. Offers a Reindeer requires too much. Pyral is amazing, but for new players, you cannot get Pyral. The Spider, nope, and the Chrono Keeper, nope. Because you guys can't afford those, because trust me, you can't afford them. Alright, the main 5 heroes you should have in your lineup is 1 healer, 1 attacker, 1 tank, 1 for your support, and the other one you can honestly choose whichever you want. You can have Great Sage, or you can have Wolf in there for, getting a good lineup going. But once you have a lineup, so let's say the 5 heroes currently I'm using is Storm Rider for my attacker, Ambrosia for my healer, Pansylthia for my tank, Great Sage is for my, little support as well, and then Rini revives my heroes, because you need Rini. Like this lineup right here that I'm using, you can use this. It will help you out a lot, and they're very easy to get, except for Storm and Pan, but you can get them in the Lords Gone Wild event. The essence show up and you can literally do it. So once you have Storm, as you can see, Storm's Divine is beautiful because you can summon up another hero, or as you can see, for instance, the boss. And then you have your healer, which is you can choose between Ambrosia or Toxic. I highly recommend both of them, really good. Your tank, you can either have Wolf or Pansylthia, but in my opinion, I say Pansylthia, since she is good for long run. And of course, Rini right over here. If you have Enchantress, you can block out Great Sage's Divine right there. But and as you can see, hold up, let me just drop Great Sage. Great Sage is pretty much a support. His Rage will just increase, well, his Divine will stun their rages and increase it. And then of course, once you activate Rini's Divine, I didn't get it fast enough, but Rini's Divine brings back the Divines. I'll just show it off right now in a second. I should have attacked that one, because I'm having a lot of questions and people have no idea how to get some good lineups going. So I'll just say activate all my skills. Once you have Rini at level 22 will bring back both of your Divines. At level, starting off, will just only bring back 1 Divine. So as you use it, it brings back both of your Divines. So really good. And as soon as one of your heroes goes out, Rini will revive the hero. So it's literally perfect. So if your hero goes out, he gets revived. If your hero's losing HP, use Ambrosia's Divine and it'll bring back some HP. And then use a skill, bring back HP. Your tank, Penthilthia, as soon as she activates her skill, or she gains health as soon as every time you activate that. And of course, Storm and Great Sage. You can swap out Great Sage for Zyphan. But again, Zyphan requires a lot of work and a lot of glyphs. So I do not recommend it for new players. Instead, if you want to replace Great Sage, you can have 2 tanks in your lineup. You can have Wolf and you can have Penthilthia in your lineup. But again, please don't pick the heroes that I said. Avoid those heroes. I've seen a lot of people with those heroes in their lineup. It's not worth it. Your resources is just not worth it. At the end of the day, you're just gonna put that hero into your lineup, and then you're gonna, as you can see, just level her up. Actually, I do that. You're gonna one of these days just activate that and just put it into one of your other heroes because it's just not worth it. Those heroes that I talked about right now, Great Sage, Rini, and Ambrosia, they're very easy to level up. And again, like I said, Storm Rider and Penthilthia requires some work. Same with Wolf. Wolf is also requires some work as well because it requires a lot of resources. The main reason I'm not using Enchanters, a lot of people are wondering why can't they use Enchanters like the other account I have where it can heal a lot. The main issue is glyphs. Lower tier players cannot get the glyphs that it requires for Enchanters. Plus, the enlightenment has to be really high. So once you have your heroes, let's say, in my opinion, I recommend starting off like trying to get one of your heroes, which is either Penthilthia, Storm Rider, or Rini, to a good enlightenment. Then focus on the other heroes. Don't put all of your resources into Savage Chief. Please do not. I've seen a lot of you do this, and it's just not worth it. In my opinion, his name is Savage Shit because there's nothing good about him. There's nothing. There's no enlightenment. There's no nothing. And I see people leveling this guy up so much. It's not worth it. Same thing. I've seen a lot of people level up Demon Slayer. It's not worth it. Blitz Bomber, definitely not worth it. Air Elite, he's super good. That's actually she's super good at like a super high rank. It's not good for new players. It's not good. Trust me on this. I've dealt with all of this. It's not good. Glory Priestess, if you're wondering, she's super amazing. Only if you have her like completely maxed out, like max enlightenment, max mastery, and stuff like that. It's just not worth it. And if you're wondering now about the talents, all the talents are pretty much there. Just read them and take a look. Each hero requires a different talent. Let me just try to find one that I can actually do. All right, here we go. So let's just take a look at a couple of them. Cast in Iron, it increases hero's HP by 5%. All right, right there. That reduces Charm, Curtain reduces damage dealt by heroes by 8%. So just read them and see which one will benefit your hero the most. Amazing Glance, hero's troops by increases hero's HP. It's just not worth it. The one that mostly everybody uses is right now is the Blessed Weapons, Nimble Movement. I have it on, yeah, Nimble Movement, and I believe Battle Fever as well. A lot of people use. So just read out those talents. It's important, but it's really not that important for late. Actually, it's important for later on, but for noobs, it's not that important. You don't have to focus like crazy on that. Just focus on getting those good heroes and ignore the other heroes. Please do not do that. I've seen so many people just waste so much resources, and the main resources I'm talking about is ancient spares. This thing is hard to come by. You're gonna figure that out later on. It's hard to come by. It's not that easy. But again, that's my opinion. If you would like to state otherwise, I'm wrong. There's always the comment section, and there's always a dislike button. But again, if you did enjoy the video, my name is Komar. I'm the #1 Clashoflords 2 YouTuber. Well, Clashoflords 1, 2, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Russian. I'm everything, since they're all the same server. They're all the same game. But yeah, peace out, friends. Take care. The next video after this is probably going to be Guild Clash, and then I'll probably have the wager up as soon as it's active. So yeah, peace out, friends, and again, thank you for all the support and all the likes in the videos. It definitely means a lot, and it does, it gives me a smile on my face. Peace out.